Welcome back to You Live. I'm joined by the wonderful Lily Richards from Unity Books, who likes to wander on up to TVNZU after a hard Monday's working and just talk about books. Mike, please, Con.
Oh, yeah. I'm professional.
Easy.
Go.
Easy as that. You do love wandering up here.
I do love wandering up here.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I hobbled up here because my foot's really sore.
What happened?
Blisters.
Oh.
Pretty sure it's bad for feet.
Yeah.
Actually, I have one foot bigger than the other. My right foot's bigger. Length, not width, just length.
Okay.
One leg longer, and so one foot's bigger.
Yeah. And
I'm
so
a mutant, basically, and I don't fit my shoes. Yeah.
Prone to blisters.
If you walked straight for a really long time, you would end up going in a circle?
Probably.
Yeah.
But I saw in QI that everyone does it, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, well, if you're in the dark and you walk what you think is walking straight, they did this experiment. I don't know why. I don't know for what purpose. But apparently everyone just ended up at eventually like a giant circumference.
Yeah.
And they could have sworn they were going straight.
Yeah, yeah.
But everyone just kind of...
Oh, I wouldn't trust myself to do anything in the dark, let alone walking.
Not straight. But we're on a ball spinning, so it probably makes sense that eventually we'd end up going round.
What is straight, you know?
Exactly. How long is a piece of string?
Who's defining what else? Let's not get into straight existentialism.
They're really horrible preambles.
Book, please. What are you reviewing this week?
So this book is called The Heartbroken by James Meek. Where's the Murray cam?
He's
God, it's
far
at
away.
a distance.
Looks good there.
It's not as intimate as it was before. There you go. James Meek's the author of The People's Republic of Love, which is a story set in Russia, and that's kind of the novel that he was most well known for. He's also a journalist, and he spent a lot of time in quite kind of like war-torn countries.
Oh, wow.
And this is interesting because this book maybe marries the two of those subjects quite well and quite kind of cynically.
Sounds like a man after my own heart.
Cynical journalist.
Cynical journalist, yeah.
So I think almost all journalists, I don't think I've ever met an optimistic journalist.
No, they are out there, though. I've met one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, I'm not sure if they write books, but this one does. And the main sort of, well, there are so many things going on in this book. First of all, it's a lot to do with morality, like modern morality. So it's a really kind of about current relationships and how we live in a world that's mainly atheistic. And to play on that, he has some characters in there that are religious and do get the opportunity to kind of explain themselves.
Yeah.
Although the main protagonist is the two scientists, so it's quite an atheist point of view.
That angle, yeah.
Yeah. And then it's about relationships, and it's about modernity and how we kind of construct a sense of morality in a world that really has none, that we're kind of adrift on, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a really wonderful, it does sort of talk about, plays on tabloids. There's a cool kind of subplot, which is actually quite frightening, considering social media. So there's a character in here that owns a tabloid company, kind of like a Piers Morgan type character, but really slightly evil, and something sets him off. A woman's decision sets him off, and he just kind of loses the plot completely. Okay. And he goes down what is really essentially a tabloid kind of path, which is to build people up and then pull them down, except he sets up an underground, like a morality foundation. And he's really desperate about the fact that we don't have any God, so he acts as God.
Yeah. And
what he does is he finds out this information about famous people, and he'll call them up and he'll tell them that they'll have like 122 days before this information is published, and it'll be like life-ruining things, like you know, you've had an affair with a 15-year-old girl, or you've whatever. Just throwing that out there as an example.
The Savile, they call that one.
Really? Yeah. The what?
Jimmy Savile.
Oh, right. I thought you said the saddle.
No.
Anyway, and they have to, like, to get out of it, the only way to get out of it is if they give information on a friend of theirs and pull them down.
Oh, wow. So we're just building this library of ways to take... And then does he want anything else from them?
So they sign that if they give someone else up, so this is the morality thing, if they give someone else up in order to save themselves, even though they've legitimately done something worth publishing, i.e. wrong, morally, and reprehensible at least, then they get given a 20-year contract that gives them 20 years amnesty. But after that point, they can release the information to the public.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are the people they choose? They obviously just dob their friends in, surely.
Well, a lot of them do. It sets up this complete, like, sort of chaotic response of how people respond. And, yeah, I mean, that's really interesting. So that's the subject. And then there's a huge amount to do with science, which I was saying. And we were talking before about how it's quite similar to some other books that are around, and maybe we'll talk about the books that they're similar to after a break.
So we'll go to some... Oh, look at that. Timed it perfectly. We'll go to the brand new one from the Folds and come back, make some comparisons and get a final, maybe, who you'd buy this for in your world of friends and whānau for Christmas. Cheers, Folds.